And the answer again as we go through is that the serpent in the garden was Satan, or the devil, the dragon, as we've already read. So, angels, how did angels appear in the world, in the Old Testament? Do we remember the Tower of Babel? Do we remember Father Abraham, Lot? Do we remember Gideon? Do we remember the Israelites when they were in the wilderness? Do we remember Daniel? Do we remember Zacharias in the New Testament? Do we remember Mary? Do we remember Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah? How did angels appear? Were they not as human beings? If we get the picture, then we can now see the question or the lesson, the title of what we are talking about. So, in Genesis 11:5, when they were building the Tower of Babel, what happened? Let's go and see. Remember, we also read about when Father Adam heard that Lord God was coming. What did they do? Didn't they hide? So, Lord God was coming as he was coming there as a human being, as in person, you know. So we may say, but if, so let's see, Genesis 11:5 says, "And the Lord God came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded," which is, we're talking about the Tower of Babel, right? So that is where we find that. All right, so God came down. The angels came down, or whoever. But let's go to the next one. Genesis 18. And if this is not clear, then we don't know how, where we can make it. Genesis 18. What happened? (18:1) says, "And the Lord God appeared unto him." Unto who? We'll find out. In the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. Who are we talking about? Genesis 18. "And the Lord God appeared unto who? Father Abraham, or Abram at that time, in the plains of Mamre." Or, well, I think it was Abraham then. "And he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him." It was not that fast. You know, he was sitting in the tent, under the tent, and all of a sudden, 3 men just appeared. He thought he saw them far away, but all of a sudden, you know, as angels, as human beings, they were able to appear. 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground and said, "My Lord, if now I have found a favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant." So, anyway, do we want to read all of those? Yeah, just up to verse 3. Because there are so many passages. That's one. All right? Then we go to let's jump to verse 20. All right, let's do starting from verse 19. Or maybe, okay, 18. I like to add more. All right, so here is God speaking, the angel speaking. All right, verse 18 of the same chapter we just opened, Genesis 18. It's doing 18 again, going on, says, seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him. 20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous. 21. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me, and if not, I will know. So we can see that God, the angels are saying that they will go down, they will go and see what is happening there. Then let's jump to